What is up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at a video from the Japanese YouTube channel. It's going to be about Raging Bolt EX, a new card coming out in the Temporal Fate set that we'll have in April. Japan will have the set legal for themselves in a couple of days. So we're going to see the first look at these awesome Raging Bolt card. I usually go to the Japanese official YouTube channel. This is the actual channel that they put all their content on, card reveals, all that good stuff. I'll leave a link to the to this video in the description. If you guys enjoy my reaction from a competitive player standpoint, you guys can like and subscribe. There will be a deck list at the end of the video that these players provide for us, so you guys can check that out as well. It's not probably the best deck list, but it is a way to get some inspiration about what we can be expecting to see, if that makes any sense. Like, we don't have to copy this bar for bar, but you can take some of this and see where it takes us. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Raging Bolt. Oh, I wanted to show the card off. Sorry, we went too fast. Raging Bolt. I think the first attack is discard your hand, draw 6. And then the second attack is for a lightning and a fighting. Discard as many basic energy from your Pokemon as you'd like, 70 times that number. So you are doing a ton of damage from Raging Bolt. You have acceleration methods like Sandy Shocks, Koraidon EX, all these other cards that can help you build up your board. Professor Sada's Vitality, Earth and Vessel plus Professor Sada's helps you get energy into play pretty quickly. So that's kind of what I think this direction is going to take, or that's how I would start my process, I think. But let's see how these players go ahead and build the deck with how they do it. So we have Miraidon on the left. Okay, we're clearly just playing Dragon type into Lightning with fighting attackers. We're going to see the Squawkabilly. Naturally, for a turbo deck like this, I would expect that. Vessel pulling out Fighting and Fighting. Sandy Shocks hitting the board. Baby Koraidon hitting the board. Attaching a Lightning for turn. We'll see the Squawkabilly discarding 2 Fighting and a Fire. Interesting. Ancient Booster Capsule, putting our guy up to a ton of HP. We can see that like a regular Koraidon was not pulled out of the deck to accelerate 2 Fighting energy immediately, because that would have been a pretty insane turn 1 play. We're going to see Miraidon just go ahead and do Miraidon things. Tandem unit grabbing some more lightning type attackers. Important to note that being a dragon type, Raikou does not have any weakness. Or sorry, Raging Bolt, not Raikou. Ah, my bad. Double hit on the generator. Okay, classic Miraidon things. EXP share to the active. Beach Court attached to the bench. We're going to see an attack this turn. Squawkabilly, or no, research first. Oh, TM Devo, interesting. In the Miraidon deck. Greninja coming into play, helping us draw some more cards as well. Super Rod putting back some pieces. Greninja hitting the board. Switch cart into Raikou. Squawkabilly for 6. Greninja for 2. Draw 1 card with Lightning Rondo. EXP share to the bench. This is actually a pretty insane turn from Rhydon on turn 1. Like, this is a lot of damage. We're going to see another Vessel coming through, grabbing a Lightning and a Fighting. We're really looking for the Sada's Vitality this turn. We kind of need it. Ultra Ball coming through for another Raging Bolt hitting the board. Sada here. Yep, there it is. Accelerating 1 basic energy to 2 of your Pokemon. Can be different ones. Can be same energy type, whatever. Drawing 3 here, attached to the bench as well. We can just discard. We have to discard all 4, I think, right? Yeah, we do. Okay. Unfortunately, 10 off. No modifier that helps us out here. But we do get the knockout. The problem is, what can we do here after this turn? Well, our opponent's going to take a knockout. We have Sandy Shocks available to us. So we have to chain another Sada. I don't know what the supporter's called, but let's just put 2 cards at the top of your deck. It's like Mallow, basically. So now we just basically get a free generator target or lightning rondo target. Works great with Miraidon. In general, like, I think it's just a really cool combo card. Also really good with anything that plays generator, really. Like, you can put this in Iron Hands if you would like as well. To the retreat and just a swing for 80 damage that takes the knockout on a single prize attacker. Squawkabilly going to the active. We're going to go ahead and use Sada's here. Power up 2 guys. I think the baby is also an ancient type, so we can get energy on there. See 3 cards. Sandy Shocks is on board now, so we can start accelerating with the Sandy Shocks. If your opponent is at 4 prizes or lower, accelerate a fighting energy for the turn. You can only use this ability once per turn on this Pokemon. We're going to see the attachment for the fire. Retreat with the Beach Court. And we're going to see 30 times. I don't know what the attack does. Bench Pokemon, I guess, probably, if I had to guess, which is a good one-shot. Don't know if that's great, but I guess it is a cleanup card. I don't hate it. Iron Hands comes into play. If the hands takes a knockout here, that could be pretty game ending, but it looks like the hands is not going to be taking a knockout here. Boss's Order on Squawkability. Or sorry, Sandy Shocks, same thing, I guess. 220 or 230 takes the knockout. We're forced to respond here with a Raging Bolt more than anything. If we can pair this with an Iono, that'd be pretty awesome. We're going to bring up Raikou. Okay. Attach Sandy Shocks. Iono. Yep, there it is. We're cooking now. We're cooking. Interesting that there's no Koraidon here in this build. I'm just very curious what's actually in this list. We're going to see the 2 double Excel here. And we're going to go ahead and probably just see the retreat and blow up the Seal Stone that hasn't been used. More importantly, that's, I think, the biggest thing here. Like, the Seal Stone hasn't been used yet, which makes this just the best knockout to take every single time. We have a very powered up Miraidon here, but the Miraidon player wins on a boss. We're going to see a tandem unit. Nothing. No Pokemon. No dice. Just an attack, so they missed the boss's order. They missed an energy to draw a card. They missed pretty much everything, which is a little bit unfortunate for them. And then we can just discard all the remaining energy that we have on the board and take a knockout here on the active. I do think this is feels like it's a Miraidon favored after seeing that initial exchange. Okay. So yeah, as soon as I saw the fire, I pretty much thought there was going to be a Radzard in the deck, which does make sense because if you go down to 1 prize, this makes a ton of sense. Oh, I should probably wait till they zoom in a little bit so my face isn't blocking everything. This is playing the Ancient tool that draws you 1 per card, but I don't know if that card is necessarily good. I feel like playing Prime Catcher could just be better in every other scenario. So why are we playing this card when Prime Catcher exists? 4 of the Ancient Booster Capsule seems cheeky and cute, but I don't know if we need it. Probably playing some sort of modifier to mitigate that 10 damage loss that we took earlier makes a lot more sense, where 210 to 220 makes sense. What other numbers? 210 to 220, 280 to 290. That doesn't really make sense. 140 to 150. I guess that doesn't really make sense. So maybe just play a Choice Belt or a Vitality Band or something here. Town Store to get the tool out, which makes sense also. But I think you could play something more aggressive to set up your board. 4 Sada is good. I like the 4 Gear. Gear makes a lot of sense to me because you need to hit Sada with this deck every turn, I feel like, compared to something like Roaring Moon, where you're just going through your deck super aggressively. This deck needs to hit the Sada every single turn, I feel like. So I think this deck is cool. I think there's a lot of potential. I don't know if this is how I would build it. I don't know. This feels like super all in, and you don't really have other outs, but maybe there's other ways to build it that's better. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys for another reaction video down the line. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe, and let me know if you're going to try Raging Bolt out. Peace out.